Hi everyone, today I'm in my writing studio, Moon Cottage, and I thought it would be fun to talk a little bit about some of the books that I have here in my studio. I have a lot of books in here for cute displays, and I thought that it would be fun to go through them. I have this copy of Jeannie Birdsall's The Pendowicks. This is actually not the copy that I read originally. This I actually won in a giveaway from Read Aloud Revival, so that was fun. These are the covers that they redid a while back, and I think it's really cute. So that is the first one. I also have this Tundra edition of Anne of Green Gables, and I got this probably almost 10 years ago now, because again, I just love the cover. These are the Ellie McKay covers, and she did such a beautiful job with them. So this one is a really nice edition. So this is a particular book stack that I'm going through from one of these shelves. And the next one in the stack is actually my own book, my first book, The Style Always Stays. And this is a somewhat beat up paperback. I think I may have actually read this edition, because sometimes I actually go back and reread my own books, and I was rereading this copy, I think. So there it is. I also have this edition of Theater Shoes. This is the 1994 US edition, and this is my original copy. It is not in great condition, but I like to have this on display out here. I also have the UK text that was reprinted, I think, by Puffin a few years ago, and that is really nice to be able to have both. And then I have this copy of Miracles on Maple Hill by Virginia Sorensen. This book I love listening to on audio. I have a full cast audiobook that I like to listen to every spring while I'm working in my garden. And I actually have, again, multiple copies of this. My grandmother sent me both of these, which is very cool. I have more of the one that I have read multiple times, again, in not the best condition. That's the one that I have done some underlining in, highlighting. And this is the one that I keep more pristine, and I like having both. I'll talk about both of these. These two are my vintage copies of the Gone Away Lake books by Elizabeth Enright. I love these books. And this is especially cool. My mom found this at a sale a while back. This is a first edition, and you can see it has this sticker on it saying that it's a Children's Spring Book Festival prize book from the New York Herald Tribune. And it's just so delightful to have this first edition hardcover of one of my very favorites. And then I found this one in an antique store. This is the sequel, Return to Gone Away. I can never decide which one I like better. I do think that overall I probably like the first book better, but the sequel is just very close behind. And sometimes I do think I like this one better because I love the plot of the family fixing up the house. And I have this vintage copy of Anne of Windy Poplars. This one it's not in such good shape anymore. There's a whole piece of the middle that comes out. But I'm thinking this was pretty early. This could be from the 50s, maybe. My sister and I got these from the Betsy Tacy Society a while back when they were selling some vintage copies of the Betsy Tacy books. And we got this Heaven to Betsy. Again, not in great shape, but just so cool to get to have these because I've never had vintage copies of these books before. This is Betsy's Wedding with the original dust jacket. You can see in the back they have the complete list of the Betsy Tacy books. So it's really just such a delight to have these copies of some of my favorite books. And that's why I have them on display in here, because these are not, my reading copies, but I like being able to look at them. Yeah, let me know if you enjoyed watching this video and if you would like to see more of my book stacks, bookshelves, what I have here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to do more videos like this in the future, so be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more.